Hi, in a previous video I showed you how you can replace a vintage NuTone entry door station with one of the modern entry door stations that NuTone makes today. This is a model NDB300N. N is for nickel, and that's the model that has this shiny chrome finish on it. Why they don't call it chrome, I don't know, but it isn't really nickel, it's really chrome. But I've had a couple people contact me and they ask me, what do we do if we have an entry door station that doesn't already have a doorbell push button on it, because our doorbell push button is mounted separately on the wall next to the speaker or some other arrangement like that. And unfortunately, NuTone no longer makes any entry door stations new that don't include a doorbell button on them. In the past, they would always have two versions of each station that they made. For instance, if you had a system from the mid-80s or 90s or 2000s, the model with a doorbell button built into it might be an IS69, but the model without the doorbell button would be an IS70. So there was always two choices. So we do have a way to deal with this, and I thought I would show you today how we do that. I can tell you from personal experience, having done thousands and thousands and thousands of service calls at people's homes, there's nothing more confusing when you walk up to someone's front door and you see that there are multiple doorbell buttons on their front porch. There's one neighborhood not too far from us that each house has a NuTone entry door station because they all have intercom systems. Plus there's the standard doorbell button that was put in by the electrical contractor when the house was built that rings a standard doorbell inside the house. And then they also have a video entry system, and the camera station has a button on it also. And when you walk up to a front porch like that and you see all of that, it's like, what am I supposed to push? I don't know. So you either end up choosing one of them and hopefully it's the right one, or you end up pushing all of them, which sometimes annoys the people that live there because everything goes off at one time. So an easy way to deal with it is, if you have an existing entry door station and you don't need a push button on it, what we do is we use these. These are little plastic plugs that are not made by NuTone, they're made by another company, and they're just blank plastic plugs. They can be used in a lot of different applications. The thing that's kind of nice about these is they are the right size, and they replace the button that's in the speaker pretty easily. These are designed for a 5/8 inch hole on the back. It's 5/8 of an inch, and they just have this round sort of dome-shaped top on it, and I'm going to show you how to take the button out of the entry door station here and how to put one of these in. It's actually pretty simple. Here we're looking at the back of the NDB300N, and there isn't really that much on it. We have a speaker cone here that's attached to the back of the grill, and it has a couple wires for connecting it to the intercom system. And then down here is the actual push button. The body of the push button is plastic, and it's just pressed in from the front. So let me go ahead and show you how to remove that. So here we're looking at a close-up of the back of the button. You can see the two screws where the wires from the chime module or doorbell would be connected. And if you look carefully, you can see right here there are these four little plastic tabs or wings that are folded out from the round body of the switch. There's one here, there's one here, and at the top there's one here and one here. And when the button is pressed in through the front, these little tabs are bent out, and that's what holds it in place. It's sort of, when you bend the tabs out, they push up against the back of the faceplate of the station, and that's what holds it in place. So to take the button out, the easiest way to do it is to bend the tabs back in, and then you can simply slide the button out through the front. So to do that, I like to use a pair of small needle nose pliers, and actually the easiest way to do it is you can do one side at a time. Yes, the button does rotate, and it's a little bit tricky because I'm kind of on the wrong side for doing this. If I was standing on the left, it probably would be easier. So I'll try not to block this too much. Alright, so there's one side is pushed in, the wings or tabs, and I'm going to rotate it around and then the other two are on this side now, and I'll push those in. And once you get them back bent in, all you really have to do is push the button out. This one's not quite in far enough, and the button pops out. And there we have it, our removed doorbell button. And now all we have left is an opening inside the grill, or through the grill. So I've turned the speaker back over, so here's our round opening in the grill. And here's our button that we removed, which we're not going to use. And then we're going to take one of our plastic plugs, and all you have to do is put it in the opening and snap it in. And you can see how easy that was. I was going to try to like describe it as I pushed it in, and it just simply popped in the hole, and there it stayed. So it's actually pretty easy to do. Now, even though it's not a faceplate without a hole or a button at all, at least it's not actually a button. It's just a blank plate. And I don't think this would be confusing to anyone, because if they walked up, it doesn't appear to be a button, or at least not a button that anyone's ever seen a style like that before. So they're not going to actually want to push it. It's just a plastic cap. And it's held in on the back. It has its own little ears that pop through the opening to hold it in place, so it's not going to easily come out. You can actually push on it pretty hard and it won't pop out. You would have to push the tabs in to release it and then push it through. So that's all there is to do this. These are available from different companies online. I think the company we get these from, they have them in both white and black. They don't have a variety of colors. So the black ones work best with the metal grilled stations, which would be the antique brass, polished brass, and chrome, and then the white ones would go better on the white plastic entry door stations. If you don't want to order just one of these from some company online, you can contact us directly and we can send one of these out to you. That's all there is to it. An easy way to convert your entry door station with a doorbell button into a station without a button. I hope this helps you out, and I hope you found it a little bit interesting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube. Our channel is ad-free, as is this video, so if you would support our channel by subscribing to it, we would appreciate it. That's all for today. See you on the next video.